Okay, so my last overdose, I guess it happened just over 2 years ago. I was living in a recovery house at the time, and I was on a run, and I was smoking crack and shooting heroin. Because I'd been clean for a little bit before that, my tolerance to opiates had gone down. So I got this really strong stuff, and ended up, I was with two people, and I ended up collapsing. This was on the streets downtown, and all I remember is just not being able to walk, and I blacked out from there. Now, I woke up in an ambulance shortly thereafter, and the paramedics were trying to shake me awake. They had given me Narcan, which is an injection into the heart, and they were trying to awake me to make sure I was breathing and everything.
I went through treatment almost 4 years ago, May 2007.
Like for you?
At first it was scary. I was scared because it was the unknown. Like, I was 19 and I had no concept really of sobriety. So coming here to a treatment center, you know, I felt like I was bad. Like, you know, I was young, and I had screwed up.
Long time. And I've never met one single person that said, you know, ever since I was a little kid growing up, I always wanted to be an addict. Because the first rule of thumb in treating people who are addicts is you take the drugs away. You simply won't get anywhere. I mean, every addict in the world likes to be able to, you know, get counseling at the same time when they're using.
Without fail, the intervention is what saved my life. I wasn't looking to get sober or clean. I wasn't looking for help. I was more or less just looking to isolate myself and be in my own little space day after day, and I was in complete denial. So the intervention definitely gave me this life more worthwhile, or assisted in me getting to it. And it was all the most important people in my family that did it. And they'd been trying to help me for quite some time, and I had no problem.
I used to long for the normal life, right? Like, just to feel comfortable in my skin, and I'd look at people when I was on the street, and they'd have a coffee in their hand, they'd slept the night before, and they're on their way to work, and I would long for that.
I had no problem whatsoever.
If you have addiction, if you have this illness, the ism, in short, you have a disease that tells you you don't have a disease.
And ultimately, what I was doing, it wasn't my fault. You know, I had to take responsibility for what I did, but...
Well, the best part about being clean and sober, it would be hard to decide which one, because there's many. I would have to say, above all else, a return of self-confidence.
My previous life, I wouldn't even call it a life. My life now is incredible. My life now, I can embrace love, I can embrace relationships. I choose to live. I can't even begin to compare. I probably didn't want to live.
Clean and sober,
back in
my life has far exceeded my expectations. I have so much in my life today that I couldn't even imagine. My wildest imagination 2 years ago could not picture this. And it's not perfect, obviously. Life can be hard sometimes, but you know, I'm enjoying myself.
It means a new way of life to me. From the way I was living before to the way I'm living now. A new happy life where, you know, I have dignity, and, you know, I have options. I have choices. I can do what I want. You know, and I can help other people through my experience, and other people can help me.
The key to recovery, in a word, surrender. It's not a popular word, but I think it's the one that's most appropriate. Allowing someone else to suggest a path that you need to take, giving up on your insistence that you're right. If you're so right, why are you here? Why are you at the stage in your life where you're at?